family, Conjure Queen here, and today we are going to conjure up some angel numbers. So we're continuing on the series describing the different angel numbers and what they mean. In this particular video, we are going to get into the numbers 222. So basically, breaking down the number 2, first of all, 2 deals with balance, 2 deals with harmony, 2 deals with companionship, relationships, right? How we communicate to others, how we give to others, how we receive. 2 is also a very receptive number, right? So it wants to receive care, it wants to receive love, but it also wants to help out. It wants to give, right? It wants to be of service. So when you have the 2 tripled, right, we get 222. Now when we do the 222, it pretty much breaks down into how are you cooperating with others. When you guys see 222, you may see it as, let's say for instance, you could check the time and you notice that it's 2:22, or you could go to the grocery store and your groceries add up to $2.22. Sometimes you might even walk past and you see it on a driver's license. You probably see this number all over the place and you want to know, okay, what does this number mean and why does it keep popping up to me? So there are no coincidences in the universe. We just have to establish that first. And that when you see these numbers, it basically means that your angels are trying to speak to you, right? So when we deal with the numbers 222, the angels are basically telling you that you have either new love coming your way, right? It could be a new love, new friendships, new relationships, and there's just something big that's about to happen when it comes to you meeting others. You might change your whole entire social circle. You may end some relationships with some friends and you may begin a new journey with new friends. That's part of life. You gain some, you lose some, but that's all a part of growing. In order for us to grow, we can't be with the same people all the time. We have to switch up. We have to meet new people. Doors have to close for us to walk through new open doors, right? That's something that you want to consider when you see the numbers 222. Now, you also want to pay attention to in your relationships and also in your dealings with other people, the angels could be telling you to take a closer look at how you deal with people. How are you communicating with people? Perfect example, in your friendships, are you the one who's always reaching out, always trying to contact the person? You're always the one that's trying to bring everybody together. You're the one who's doing the most in this friendship, in this relationship. Is the other person also doing the same thing? Are they reciprocating? Are they giving like you're giving, or are they just taking and taking and taking? Also, on the other end, are you the one who's just doing the taking? Are you being a good friend? Are you being a good lover? Okay, so the number 2 also deals with seeking balance. Your angels are basically coming to you at this time telling you that you want to learn how to seek balance. You want to learn how to find balance between your relationships, your friendships. Maybe you're spending too much time with your new lover that you're neglecting your friendships. Or maybe you could be having an imbalance with the relationship with yourself. Are you finding balance between time for yourself and also time with others? For many people, especially empaths, we tend to give so much of ourselves, especially if you're a very caring, giving person. You want to help. You're always the friend that's always listening. You always give a shoulder for people to cry on. But then when it comes to you, you look around and nobody's there. Who listens to your problems? Who comes and gives you things when you're in need, right? So this is another thing that the angels are telling you, is basically making you analyze and look around. Everybody that's in your life, everybody that's in your social circle, what do they bring to the table? A good exercise that I would recommend you do is getting a piece of paper and you write yourself, like you put your name in the middle of the paper, and around you I want you to write draw a circle, and in that circle I want you to put like all of the people that closest to you, like your family, friends, whoever it may be, people who you speak to on a daily basis, people who have direct contact with you, pretty much like your social circle, right? And I want you to go through each person and write down, what do they bring to the table? What are their assets? What are their liabilities? Do they bring more or do they take more? You're going to cross out the names of the people who have more negative influences in your life than positive influences, right? And then if you notice, you're probably not going to have that many friends or acquaintances or family members, whatever it may be, in that circle. You're going to notice that you'll cross a lot of people out. And honestly, some people are not going to make the cut, but that's a part of life, and that's what the angels are coming to you, basically telling you that it's time for you to analyze who is in this world to help you and who is just a distraction and blocking you from your purpose. Now the angels are stepping in, coming to you at this time, telling you it's time to cut off certain people. It's time to cut ties with the past. It's time for you to make new relationships, new business partners, new acquaintances. So that way these new relationships can help to uplift you and bring you into the new chapter of life that the angels want you to be in. Because now you've outgrown these old relationships, these old friendships, these old business partners, whatever it may be, you've outgrown them, and now it's time for you to evolve and go to the next level. It's called leveling up. It's nothing personal. You know, some people might say, oh, you switched up, oh, you changed, why you don't call me anymore? Well, times change. We've outgrown. We don't have the same interests anymore. And you don't even always have to explain yourself. You don't have to explain yourself for nobody. You don't have to apologize for your spiritual growth. You don't have to apologize or feel bad for outgrowing certain friends. It's a part of life, okay? So just cut those ties, cut those cords, and move on with your life. Because there's going to be more new friendships, new acquaintances that are going to help you evolve and grow in life. And that's what you need at this time. The number 222 is basically saying, are you having a good balance between your physical health and your spiritual health? Sometimes when we get caught up in this whole consciousness movement, or when we first wake up, we neglect our physical self because we're so busy up late nights watching YouTube videos, reading books. It's like information overload. We feel like we've missed out on so much information due to the school systems force feeding us lies in a textbook. It's like we have to retrain ourselves all over again, and we have so much information to catch up on. But don't neglect yourself proper sleep. Don't neglect yourself a proper diet. You still have to take care of your physical self as you are feeding your spirit, and vice versa. Okay, if you are neglecting your spiritual self due to, let's say, life events, right? Like maybe there's been a shift in your job. Maybe you're so focused on work or in school that you haven't really found time to meditate, that you haven't really been outdoors in nature, in the grass, or hugging a tree. Just spending time with yourself and spending time with nature, because being in nature actually brings you a sense of calmness and peace. Especially if you live in New York City or California, any type of place where there's a lot of buildings and concrete and all of the noise and the helicopters and construction. Y'all know what I'm talking about for the city dwellers, right? You need to take time to just go for a nice walk in the park. It doesn't have to be all day, you know what I'm saying? Just find time. And if you don't have time to do that, then you need to surround your home with some plants, nature. You want to incorporate your spirituality and your material physical needs into one, the yin and the yang. You must find balance, and the angels are coming to you at this time with the number 222 to remind you you are a spirit having a physical experience. So don't neglect your spiritual self, and don't forget that you're also a spirit in a body. So you have to take care of both. Got me? Also, another thing that you want to take into consideration with dealing with the number 222, angel number, is when you add up the numbers 2 plus 2 plus 2, you get 6. Now, in numerology, the number 6 deals with harmony, it deals with family, it deals with community. Okay, so when these numbers come to you, it's basically a call of action saying, what are you doing for the community? Are you giving to the community? What are you contributing? And the community doesn't just mean your neighborhood. It means the overall consciousness. What are you giving to the world? Are you offering your gifts, your talents, the natural skills that you've been blessed with to give to others who need what you provide? Are you doing that? So the number 222 is a very powerful number, and it's a call of action of your angels telling you that you have the goal. They're in your corner, they're backing you up, they support you, and you have all of the love and guidance that you need, especially at this time. Okay? So the ancestors, the Neteru, the spirit guides, angels are walking with you, especially if you keep seeing these numbers. Very powerful time for you. Don't neglect this time. Don't waste it. You want to utilize this power and this time to empower you, to build up on your life, your spiritual journey, to find balance and peace between your spirituality and the physical world, bringing it both into one, and analyzing your relationships so that way you can attract good love, positive love, healthy relationships, healthy friendships, and business partners and colleagues who will help you to do what you need to do on your mission. 222 basically means that all of the right people are going to come into your life at this time to assist you in your divine mission. A solution for you in regards to your relationships, I would definitely recommend you guys invest in a rose quartz crystal. Okay, rose quartz helps you with your relationships, with self-love. If you have any type of heartbreak or trust issues or issues with like loving yourself, the rose quartz will help you to heal, attract love from others, and also be open to receiving and giving divine love, true love, unconditional love. Also, some nice incense I would definitely recommend is patchouli and cinnamon. You can also get the oils as well if you don't like the smoke. You can use the essential oils in like an oil burner. And if you want to take a nice herbal spiritual bath to uplift you and help you during this time, you can take a rose bath with some violet leaves. So rose buds with violet flowers, and just take a nice peaceful hot bath and you'll feel so amazing. So that's pretty much it for numbers 222. If you guys have any questions or comments, drop them down in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe and click the little link that will lead you to the next video talking about the numbers 333. Until next time, Conjure Queen signing out. Peace.